Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 19. It is 7:37 a.m. Central Time. So just going to kind of walk through my pre-market prep here. I was looking at the cues for everything that was purchased yesterday on the 18th with an expiry of today of the 19th. So basically the 0 days to expire options. And I also looked at for the orders where they spent more than $50,000 just to try to see like where's the money being kind of spent. So it looks like for today, August 19th, all of our um, options that are expiring today are more bullish, a lot more bullish. And when you look at the biggest kind of premiums, so we got 100K call options. They bought it at 76. And so they're expecting us to be above this 576, so they spent the money on that. 577, I think the highest price we have is 580, and with $85,000 premium, so that will be interesting. So we will see, but I think the sentiment for at least today seems to be bullish on the options that are expiring today, so that's interesting. And then when I look at the dark pool levels just for what happened on Monday on the Qs, yeah, so it looks like this 577s. I mean, it's all 577 between 18 and 19, so we can call this, I don't know, 577.17, 0.15, whatever. But we had about, you know, hundreds of millions here, maybe $500 million in this 577 range. Let's say 577.14 to 50, or just even 577 0 to 50, probably like $500 million were transaction on the dark pools. So that was kind of interesting. So I went ahead and just plotted that here on the Qs. And so that happened yesterday on Monday. And so I have those lines plotted. So we'll see which direction we go. Again, we have this 3 billion transaction later since Wednesday last week. And then this was 1 week ago where we had a couple billion on this bottom side. And so we're kind of here. I think, yesterday was a bit of a choppier day. We did make a lower low. So, if you're watching price, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we'll see what this next day brings if we can break higher low of that. We also have a bunch of news and stuff happening. I think today we have, speech in the afternoon. We had some housing stuff that's happening right now, which I'm not really trading, so we'll just see what shakes out there. But it looks a little bit bearish, just looking at that daily candle. Um, and then we have some more Fed speech on Wednesday, the minutes on Wednesday. So, things might shake out after that. And then jobless claims on Thursday. So we probably will get more range after Wednesday, I think. So we'll just kind of keep an eye, but mark this level here. So this will be interesting today. Maybe this is just more of a magnet. This 23794 on the NQs. So we'll just see what that looks like. And so I marked it out here so you can kind of see it here on the 1 minute as well. So I think for pre-market or electronic trading hours, yeah, so we broke above. Now we're staying under that level, retested it, now we're below it. So we'll see. I mean, I think we had a bigger range pre-market yesterday than we do this today. Pre-market yesterday had about 140 point range. And then today, going into the Tuesday open at about 100 point range. So it looks like we're kind of coiling in. So that'll be interesting. And even with that news that just happened, I don't see too much movement. So we'll just see what the morning brings. Again, I was very short. I was more short biased yesterday, and that didn't quite play out with follow through. It was much more chop today. So I think I'm watching how price reacts around this dark level that I plotted, but then also have these key levels, and I think because we just have, in the last yesterday's range was like 140, right? It was within the pre-market range of that day. We'll just have to see if we can break either of that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if we get to these levels and we want to chop around, could be a short. Get to here, want to chop around, could be a long. I think this might be a magnet today, this dark pull level, and so we'll just see what happens. I feel like might be more of a chop situation. So we'll look to kind of short or long if we get to these edges, and then I won't be too. Yeah, I won't look for follow through like I was looking for yesterday. I think that's the big thing. I don't think we'll get a lot of follow through until after tomorrow. So we'll see what happens, but that's what things look like. And yeah, so good luck out there, and I will come back for my after session review when it's all done. Thank you.